Is he going to
see that rep button?
No. He's playing it off the speakers.
So a little red dot in the corner?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me make sure it's on her. Bing. So we're here at SAE. We have the pleasure to meet with Brash Callous. Did I say
Brash.
Brash?
We got
Damn, I tweet. It's all good. Mm-hmm. So we had the pleasure of meeting Brash Callous. We have Asiel, and we have brother Daylon. Daylon. So I'm gonna ask you all our first question. Just we gonna set it up like that. None of this we edit, but what attracted you to Brash?
Well, I can't say like before I even met her, like my friend that I worked with, her name is Ebony. She had told me about it. She was like, yo, I got this chick, like, she was like, yo, she a monster, she a beast, you know what I'm saying? She dope. She was like, but you would never believe she raps. I'm like, what? So then, like, when I heard her music, and then I seen like a picture of her on SoundCloud, it was like, this is not her, you know what I'm saying? Like, at all. So then,
why you say it wasn't her? It just the voice didn't add up.
Yeah. Cause she's just like a little delicate flower. But when she gets on the mic, it's like a different person. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like her music. So like, you know.
Okay. What were your initial thoughts?
He played me the beat for the song that we recorded for the Wavy song. So he played me the beat and he's like, yo, I got an idea for an artist. And I was like, all right. And then he played me the first song on SoundCloud and I was like, you know this girl? I was like, hold on, don't like just play me some like you don't even know her. So I was like, all right, yeah, we gotta get her on. And then we just got in contact. And I was like, yeah, it worked out.
Was it hard getting in contact, or did it kind of?
No, he had all of it. So I was like, yo, you got it. So
yeah.
Was it hard, or did you have to chase her down? Or?
For a while,
it was a couple weeks.
That's what stardom does, man. You gotta catch me, you know.
But then it happened.
Okay.
Because I think that too. By her seeing that I was serious, and then after a while, you seeing that she was serious, then it was like, all right, cool, we can work it out, right?
When you all initially talked, did you kind of hear in her voice the hunger or something that, you know, stuck out to you as like, yeah, I definitely want to work with her?
Well, it was like kind of.
Was it strictly just off the music?
It was kind of like after we talked a couple of times and she heard my music, and then when I presented her with the idea to work on the panel, and it was like, you know, she was like with it after a while. I think after some time, or you have to think it over for a while or something.
Because the beat was kind of hard to, because he wanted me to do like a more catchy song, which is like out of my comfort zone. So that's what like prolonged it, because I was like, damn, I can't do it. Like I can't write to it.
Mm-hmm. So you did produce the track?
No, actually, the guy that produced it is one of the producers that I kind of brought up and kind of taught. He's been working with me for like almost a year now. His name is Captain Q. So Captain Q produced this, and it was dope. And when I heard the beat the first time, I was like, yo, give it to me, let me mix and master it. Sent it to her, and I like, because we all had, it was like it's not like a, what was it, like a writer's camp, but we had like a production camp that day.
Yeah, in the top, yeah.
So it was me, Daylon, Captain Q, what was his name? CJ.
Yeah.
And that was the day like we discovered the beat, and we like figured that she should be on.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, first choice right there as soon as I heard it.
Yeah.
And so you received the beat and you heard it, and your initial thought was like, this is kind of not.
I love the beat.
Okay.
I did love the beat. It was the whole concept of trying to make it like catchy and like fun, because I do more like vent type music. So I was like, okay, it's kind of out of my comfort zone. And then I did kind of like spin him a little bit with writing it. And then one day I called him and I was like, did you get anybody else to get the beat? You know, did you put somebody else on it? And I was hoping he said no. And he was like, no, you still got time. And I just sat in right then after I got the phone with him and just wrote to it. And it turned out.
That's what's happening. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you get your name from, and how'd you get your start?
Okay, you can edit that out.
Now we keeping that in.
No,
That's classic.
No.
That was a classic.
Okay, you gotta take that. Okay, cool. So, Brash Callous. I came up with the name when I was like 16.
Okay.
I used to write like real, like kind of like aggressive. Like I said, I always write like venting type stuff. So I don't know what kind of point in life I was going through at 16 or whatever, but it was more like aggressive type music that I was writing. So that's where kind of Brash Callous came into the picture. And yeah.
Because that is a very aggressive.
But then it means a lot of stuff. It means a lot of different things. So I mean, that was initially, you know, how I came up with it, because I just like it fit the kind of music that I was like wanted to make, or the type of stuff that I wrote. But now it means something completely different, because I don't even make that kind of music anymore.
Right. So out of the brashness, or just the ability to say what you feel and how you're thinking, is that one aspect that is mature versus the aggression?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start writing? You mentioned like 16, but when you got the name, but did you start writing at 16, or did it?
That was like raps. At first it was like poems. So like in middle school I would write like little poems and stuff, because my mom wrote poems. But once I was like 16, 17-ish, that's when I like knew I wanted to rap. I just wasn't comfortable with like really saying like, oh, I want to be a rapper, because it wasn't really, people didn't really take it serious. So it was just like more to myself, stuff that I would write to like vent, and like I knew it was raps, but yeah, it was more just like venting, poetry type stuff. But I knew I wanted to put it on the beat and like record it. I just wasn't comfortable doing it. So
was there an artist that inspired you to say, you know what, I want to put what I believe and what I want to say on a beat and marry it like that? Is there an artist or someone you were listening to in that time period where it was like, yeah, I want to do that?
I listened to a lot of like Logic and like Eminem and stuff. So maybe there wasn't really.
Dope.
Yeah, but no, I didn't like listen to them and say like, oh, this makes me want to do it. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, I like a lot of different type of music, so I was listening to a lot of different type of music. Well, I guess I would listen to stuff and be like, whoa, that's crazy how he like put his words together. Like, if he could do that, I could, you know. And it made me want to like make better raps and stuff. I was like, oh, that was crazy what he just said.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One thing I noticed about the brief opportunity I got to hear some of your music was the wordplay, and I also did hear the emotion, and the two married together is very. It seems like you're a little more refined than where you actually are, because we were talking earlier and you were saying you still kind of new at certain things, but when you listen to it, it's you sometimes, from what I've heard, it's like you're in a pocket, you're in a comfort zone. And do you see yourself progressing at an accelerated rate? Are you more comfortable now and you're just letting it go? You're being brash about it? Or
no, I wish.
No,
I'm still not at the point where I'm like, I can get in the booth and just be like, say it exactly how I want to say it. I'm still not 100% comfortable, and I know that comes with like practice, and the more that I record, I'll like start to loosen up. But no, it's still stuff like I'll want to say something and I won't feel comfortable. I'll be like, oh, they're gonna think that's weird. So once I get over that and really just like whatever I'm thinking in my head, let it come to life, then it'll be great.
That's dope. That's dope progression. So transitioning into the studio aspect, when you all were working with Miss Brash, what were some of the things that you noticed in terms of her delivery or her style of music, and how did you enhance it with even the song Wavy?
She was consistent in the way, like every way she'd say it. It's like if she wanted to say it one way, she would do it. And I was like, okay, it makes it easier for us. We don't have to. And she was all about doing more takes to get it right too. So we didn't have to. She was a little shy at first when we got in, but it ended up working out. So.
Okay.
And then I think we did kind of play that good cop.
We did a little bad cop, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I was like, do that over, dude. They was like, no. But and then one thing I did, like, when Daylon took over, he kind of made the entire scene comfortable for her, like, you know what I'm saying? So she can actually, be herself. And that's what the vision that, me and Daylon have for the song, that just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just let your inner you come out and spill on the track. And like, I wouldn't have done it without Daylon for helping making that possible, you know what I'm saying? And she came through and it was dope.
So the vision of the song Wavy was simply just to be yourself, and with the collective of you three making that the environment, was it easier for you to be yourself in the booth with that energy in the booth of them supporting you, or maybe the different type of styles of saying be yourself?
Yeah, because they made it really comfortable for me to record it. They weren't like, oh no, I want. They did play good cop, bad cop, but it was just, he'd be like, you don't have to put ad libs. I want you. You know, he'd be like, no, you need ad libs. So it was awesome. It wasn't, the environment was great. The energy was great.
Okay. I want to get more into the technical aspect. So, what was your specific role in this process?
Well, my main thing was developing the clarity of it. For Daylon and I, like sometimes we'll take our roles, like when we were engineering and recording. I can't even describe like the vision in his workflow. Sometimes it covers me, because sometimes when I get stuck and I don't know where to go, it's like he's there to rescue me. You know what I'm saying? And like his engineering skills are dope, man. So it's like bringing everything into play and through the board and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying? It's efficient. You know what I'm saying? It's the word that I really want to use. And then, you know, afterwards, you know, I'll figure out ways that I can, you know what I'm saying, bring some clarity to the scene by using probably different hardware and this and that, and then some of his opinions on what we should probably use. You know what I'm saying? And then I mainly do like the end process. You know what I'm saying? After we set up, and then he'll do the engineering, and then I'll assist him most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Doing the engineering, I just mainly kind of do the in the box joints after that, you know, the mixing and, you know, the mastering. But other than that, like, we like a great team when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying, engineering. And I can't work without them, man.
Did this relationship develop in fourth semester, or did you all have like kind of the same thinking and like minds from first semester, or is this something that grew recently?
No, we weren't even, for the first 2 semesters, we didn't even work on anything.
Okay.
Yeah. It was third semester, we were in groups together, so then it was just kind of me and him, and then it was Laura. So then we were just all, like, it was every Wednesday we'd be in the duality, so we just kind of went after that. And it was for our final project groups too, so it just ended up working out.
And like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying, besides me knowing my way around the studio, I don't know nobody else that knows their way around the studio. That's like true. I do. Because I don't. Than him.
That's true.
So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a shame. The relationship that we have in the studio, and then we make it fun too, so that's always a plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, we laugh, but we always on business on top of our game.
Okay.
So like, I wouldn't even be able to work with nobody else, man. Like, it's a perfect match.
I remember we were doing, she was doing her first verse, but we were doing line by line. She couldn't go all the way through, and I was like making new tracks. He comes in, he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Just go 2 tracks." And I was like, "Wow, okay." I just had it way more complicated than I needed to be. And I was like, "All right, glad you walked in." Yeah, so it kind of works.
Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, Brash, when you were working with these two, did you kind of see the camaraderie and the fluidity, or did that make you feel more comfortable of how they were operating?
Yeah, because you can tell, like, if he didn't know how to do something, he did. If he didn't know how to do something, he did. So, yeah, it was cool.
Man, that sounds like a good process that y'all had going.
We tried not to get stuck too long.
Yeah. But you troubleshoot and move on.
Right.
You know, so, what mic did you use for her voice that you found that was compatible with her voice?
Yo, this is a funny story, right? So, we always use the blue baby bottle. And,
or the Neumann. We started with the Neumann, but
we
got broken.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then
everybody goes to that just because we have.
Yeah, no, just because we have. Yeah, you gotta use it. But
so, like, one thing I noticed how sensitive the blue was. It was picking up radio frequencies in here, and I'm like, yo, like, you can hear a whole radio station come through the microphone.
I don't know what was up. Wow. I got here and he was like, yeah, some radio stuff was happening.
Yeah, so like Dodie and everybody came in to try to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what could we do. And I was like, you know what? I just took it back to my favorite mic that I always use. And this was kind of before he came in. So I was like, yo, let me just go get the C, you know what I'm saying, the AKG C414. And worked. Like, and the settings that we set for it fit her voice perfect. And like, I don't think no other mic actually is better than the C4.
We didn't really EQ with the vocals at all.
At all, and it just came out so crisp, bro.
Now, did you get the opportunity to hear the rough?
Yes.
And then, were you pleased with the outcome?
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear it finished, because the rough sounds really good. Like, he just like pieced it together, and I heard it just like actually glued together, and it sounds really good. So.
Okay. Well, what do you have coming out? Shortly or soon, or what are your next moves?
Well, right now I'm working on a mixtape, and it's gonna be called Misfit. So I'm halfway done recording that.
Regular spelling, Misfit?
Yeah, just Misfit,
okay.
MISFIT. So yeah, so I'm thinking like the first week of May is when I probably will drop it.
Okay.
So that's just what I've been working on right now, and hopefully Wavy will be on it too.
Okay.
So.
About how many tracks on the mixtape?
It's gonna be 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, that's decent. Why the title Misfit? Well, that's interesting.
Because I feel like it fits me. Like the whole mixtape is it's me explaining like my high school experience. Like the first 4 songs are literally me talking about like how I felt being in high school and just not feeling like I fit in, and I never really like fit into like a category.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like really weird in high school. So it's just me like venting about how I felt in high school, just not fitting in. Yeah.
That's dope. Put it out there because a lot of people can relate to that.
I hope so. Yeah.
Content.
We were all weird once in
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Some of us are weird today.
Still, right?
I can attest to that. So after Misfit, what are your future plans? Like, how do you see yourself going forward? And, after the mixtape, or is everything contingent on the success or the response of the mixtape?
I mean, yeah, I want to like see the response I get, but no, it's just music. Like, I want to put something out probably like September. I want it to be more upbeat. So I want to put this out. It's going to be more for people who can relate, who are in high school or even college and just don't really feel like they fit in and stuff. They can relate to that. And I want to put that out, and then I want to do something that's more upbeat, and more like, upbeat songs, not party stuff, but kind of. I want to just explore so many different aspects of music.
Yeah. And as you grow, you'll have different experiences and different opportunities to say, your viewpoint on things.
Yeah.
So with transitioning, would you work with these 2 guys again with those future projects?
100%.
Oh,
No, I really did love working with them.
That's dope.
Because you don't get a lot of people. Like, I've recorded music, like the songs that I've done. Like, I've recorded music, and you have to have chemistry, like with the people that are engineering your music. They have to be interested in what you're doing. And I've been in the studio and just like, I can just tell like they don't, because that's not the kind of music they listen to. They're just not interested. And it's like, it kind of makes me feel like, I'm not going to give my 100% because I don't feel comfortable to. So working with them, I felt 100% comfortable. So I would definitely work with them again.
Would you work with her again?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Would you work with her again?
Yeah, we're trying to get her to
That's dope. Hey, pull out the paperwork. But now, I want to thank you for taking out your time to be with us and to share your experience with working with these 2 gentlemen. I want to thank you all for bringing this beautiful artist to us.
Yeah, thank you,
man. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It was my pleasure. And that's it. We out.
Yo. Check Brash Callous.
Oh yeah, put it on there. I'm sorry.
So my SoundCloud is Brash Callous, BrashCallous. He's dropping papers.
Yeah.
And so my Twitter,
just do
Instagram.
That
You told me you didn't have a Twitter.
No, you're right. I don't.
Right?
So my Instagram.
Like the social media.
Right. So my Instagram, Snapchat, and SoundCloud is Brash Callous, BrashCallous. So check it out.
Dope music on there.
What you got? Tell the people what you got.
Right now, new company arriving, leaving Track Genius. So I will have new company arriving soon. So you will hear about it in June. So keep your eyes posted. I will actually let a coming soon note release on Track Genius. You can look me up on Instagram, Track Genius, or SoundCloud, Track Genius. Instagram, 12,000 followers right now, just boosted up, so it's pretty good. So
did you pay for those followers?
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check right after.
But you know, everything's going good. But I gotta branch off and do my own thing, man. So you know, it's coming
That's
soon.
fade out because I don't got anything right now.
Hey, now what you got, brother?
That's
You
the fade
doing
out.
now? What you
No,
doing?
I'm not doing anything right now.
Man, you producing? Like, what are you doing? You got them, man. You got spirit fingers when it comes to the keys, bro.
I know,
This dude is
right?
skill on the keys. What you got,
You
man?
gonna be the next
What you doing?
producer.
You got some-
I'm doing schoolwork right now.
That's dope.
That's
That's dope.
But I can't say you're gonna be the next dope engineer in the business.
Yeah, nah, that's
you know?
dope. That's dope. That's dope. Well, I'm Anri Jamin. My cousin gets out of jail and I got a baby on the way. Alright, let's go, man. That was good shit. I appreciate it.
That was dope.
Yeah, I got 6 babies.